Hello and welcome to another episode of Markers and Monsters. And hey everybody, happy 2018! That's right, we made it another year down, another great year starting up. I've been busy for the past 2 months, but I'm glad to be getting back in the swing of things now. Everything's calmed down after the holidays, which is really nice. The only problem is it's cold out there, everybody. Here in sunny Mars, PA, we've got temperatures as low as -3 degrees. For you folks that are across the Atlantic in Europe, that's -20 degrees Celsius, so pretty cold. It's kind of weather that you go outside to get your mail and 10 seconds later your face is red and numb just from the absolute cold. We even had wind chill temperatures taking it down another 10 to 15 degrees, which has absolutely been brutal. Salt doesn't work to clear the ice from my driveway. It just refreezes immediately. It's been nuts. When the weathers get this low, though, it really makes me like to watch some of my favorite chilly horror movies out there. I don't know, something about it. I feel like I'm experiencing what the characters are experiencing. Like, there's nothing quite like it to hear the wind howling outside of my house and feel that kind of a chill seeping through. And watching a movie like 1982's masterpiece, The Thing. Now, this is a John Carpenter movie. You guys should know John Carpenter. He's one of the best out there. Produced and directed and wrote and made the music for tons and tons of movies that are genuine classics. Now, this is essentially a remake, sort of, a reimagining might be the best word, of a 50s horror flick or sci-fi flick called The Thing from Another World, a Howard Hawks movie, which is in itself extremely good, definitely worth checking out. Comparing the two movies, the 82 version and the 50s version, is like comparing apples to oranges. Even though they share a chilly setting and there's an alien involved, they're very different from one another. Both good in their own rights. So we're going to talk today about the 82 version, as that's what I'm drawing. This, if you've never seen it, is set in an Antarctic research station. Yep, Antarctica. Outpost 31, lonely, desolate, and freezing cold. A group of men see initially a helicopter chasing a dog. The helicopter lands in their camp as the dog runs in. Led by two Norwegians come out and start shooting, throwing grenades at this dog, trying to kill it. Nobody knows why. The Norwegians are disposed of, and the Americans are kind of left isolated and alone with no answers as to what happened. Our hero, or the protagonist at least, R.J. MacReady, played wonderfully by Kurt Russell. That's him I'm drawing down there in the lower left-hand corner, or lower right-hand corner, I should say. Head up to the Norwegian base and find it a smoking ruin with weird bodies and strange things scattered everywhere. What kind of mystery can this be? Soon enough, it's revealed the dog that came into their camp is actually The Thing. It's a weird alien parasite, maybe, I guess is a good word, but it can assume different forms. It can perfectly imitate anybody that's infected, and basically you don't know who's the thing, and when they thing out, I guess is a good word for it, they grow all kind of tentacles and spikes and slimy bits and pretty nasty stuff. People get killed. The movie is a masterpiece. There's no two ways about it, you guys. It's very strange because I will say this. The film has many different, not plot holes, but just ambiguities, unanswered questions. Things don't get resolved in the movie. You're left wondering, how did that happen? Or how did this person get infected? Or when did this happen? But that leads, that is a selling point, frankly. It's great about the movie. When you watch it, there's no introductory scene that says, okay, these are the characters' names, these are what they do, their personalities. You're just kind of thrown right into it, and it's up to you, the viewer, to kind of figure it out. Instead of making you angry or upset or not caring, it actually makes you want to dig deeper into the movie and figure out, okay, who are these characters? What are their ranks? Like, when did this person get infected? How did this person encounter the thing? Or stuff like that. A lot of mysteries and not a lot of answers, but I don't know, that's kind of part of the fun of it. There's tons and tons of different websites out there that kind of look into Outpost 31, people making maps, people drawing timeline diagrams, stuff like that. It's a blast to get into, you guys, and you can really sink your teeth into it if you kind of like a mystery. It can be a little frustrating when you realize there's no official answers. It's not like you can get the thing, the official guidebook, and it spells it all out for you. Nope, it's just you have to be okay with those kind of ambiguities. And in this movie, I think that really works. I think that's due to the masterful storytelling at hand and John Carpenter's excellent direction. I'd also like to point out that the film has a great cast. Of course, Kurt Russell, we've talked about before. Great actor. Kurt Russell makes any movie better. Hands down. End of story. Kurt Russell for the win. You've also got the incredible Keith David as Childs. He's been in some other Carpenter movies too, notably They Live, where he's excellent. Great actor, great voice. He's been doing a lot of voice work recently. Just great stuff. You also have Wilford Brimley. Yep, that's it, the diabetes guy himself. He was also in Cocoon, a number of other movies, but he plays the biologist Blair. That's actually a little bit of a spoiler because in the background, that's Blair thinged out in the background. Got a big giant jaw coming out the side of his face, extra arms, a weird dog thing bursting out of his chest, and tentacles for his limbs there. So, yep, little retroactive spoiler. That's the Blair thing. Great cast. And the special effects in this film are absolutely mind-blowing. If you're interested at all in practical special effects, especially horror special effects like guts and slime and monsters and stuff like that, this movie is a must-see, at least for that. It's a great film on its own right, but the Bob Botten special effects here are simply top-notch. I don't think anything's rivaled it in terms of just the impact it made, just how horrific and amazing and creative these things are. When, people's bodies are erupting in scores of tentacles, it's very clever and weird and strange. So I love seeing that kind of stuff on screen. So definitely a great movie for chilly nights when you're stuck at home and the wind's howling outside and you can think, oh man, what would I do if I was trapped on an Antarctic research base with this weird creature? And hey, now you can figure that out because there's a great board game called, I think, Infection at Outpost 31 or something like that, recently produced, so you guys can have those kind of fun adventures yourself at home. Woohoo! Now, there's also been some other Thing franchise stuff. I have the video game. I've played it. That's all I'm going to say about it. It is a video game. It does exist. It's pretty crappy, you guys, but I don't know. I kind of like its crappiness. It doesn't make any sense, but not very good. There's also a 2011 prequel film, which a lot of people didn't like, but I thought, whatever, it's fine. It's all about the events in the Norwegian camp, and while it doesn't really add anything new or fascinating or anything like that, it was an okay watch. Too much CG, not as good as the original. If you want to see it, see it. If not, you're not missing anything by skipping it. So let's take a look here at the scan real quick, you guys. After I sign my name, add some white dots to it. There we go. And take a look. Looking good. I think it turned out pretty cool. A lot of fun to work on. Let's take a look at the detail too. Pretty sweet. Yeah, getting in that Blair thing was good. And this kind of helped me to get over a little hurdle. I've tried to draw Kurt Russell from a number of movies, Big Trouble in Little China, stuff like that, a number of times, and have always come up a little bit short. But I gotta say, this is the first time I'm happy with a Kurt Russell drawing I've done. I don't know, maybe it's that super manly beard there of R.J. MacReady, but I think that turned out pretty good. So, you guys, that's it for me. Hey, from all of us here at Markers of Monsters, which again is just me, try to stay warm out there in these cold winter months. And if you hear something strange, if something's not quite what it seems out there, you guys, well, just remember, you're still human, and hopefully some other people are too. That's it, you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Stay warm.